Hi, I'm Brian Mariani with Alpha Omega Institute, where we teach people that there's good scientific evidence for God and the Bible. From biology, geology, astronomy, and anthropology, like history, and even from our reasoning, we can see evidence of God all around us. And I wanted to share a little bit about myself. I grew up in a good Christian family, a good Christian church, where to me it was almost kind of like, why not believe the Bible? If the Bible is God's word, I should believe it all, 100%, right? Why wouldn't I believe that? And uh, and I can understand how I was naive and ignorant at that time, but as I've continued to grow in my life, uh, and continue to read and research and see and learn and grow, there just continues to be more and more evidence to confirm the truth of the Bible, the truth of a God out there, and that he really did rise from the dead on the third day. And so it's that's what it's been for me so much, has been this continual confirmation that what I believe really is true. From science, we see so much of that. From our logic and reasoning, we can see evidence for God and the Bible. In fact, I can see how I could be a hardened atheist to this day if I had just gone through life in the secular arena, in science programs where I did get a science teaching degree from a four-year secular university, and luckily I think God showed me a lot of these truths even right before high school. Really, I think I was learning about creation science, and it really gave me a solid foundation for my life, that I could be able to look and see, that's a perspective. That explanation, evolution and the Big Bang and all that, that's a perspective that people believe because that's what their textbooks say, that's what the experts say. But when you dig down to the detail, and it looks like on the overview, when you just skim over it, it's a great story for how things have come about. But when you look at the details, which I think most people are not trained to do, most people are not trained to think and to reason, and hopefully we're doing that here at Alpha Omega. Um, when you look at the details, the stories fall apart. They break down, and there's big problems with the story of evolution, or the theory of evolution as it's claimed today, the theory of the Big Bang. They fall apart when you look at the details. And so we want people to see those details. We want people to understand it and to know there's better evidence for God and for the Bible being true. In fact, one of my favorites is this idea that if we really are just evolved chemicals that are building up bigger and better, um, but just chemicals, just bags of chemicals, really, where's the foundation for morality? Where's the foundation for value? We can maybe attribute something with value, or say something is good or bad based on society, but ultimately, when we die and there's nothing, you can't ultimately say that anybody's life is better or worse than somebody else. Mother Teresa and Hitler are morally equivalent if evolution, if atheism is true. And so there's so much deception out there, and there's so much information on the internet. People go and they get lost in their echo chambers. We strive really hard to study creation, to study atheism, to study all these different philosophies, and to see which makes the most sense. And I think we do see that Christianity, that creation science really does explain the world around us. And that's really exciting to see that, and hopefully to be able to share that with you, to really, again, like I said, to give you a foundation for your life as well. So if you have questions, let us know. That's what we're here for. Thanks so much. God bless.